I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, next year, the Warriors will move across the bay to San Francisco. But right now, trying to put on another show here in Oakland.
And speaking of a show, how about how many shows we saw in this building? The days of Run TMC, the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and how about the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond?
Expect nothing short of greatness within these walls. The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Favors. Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
To Rubio. Favors. Draymond Green sends it away. Curry to bring it up. They trail by 2. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Missed it at the line. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Here's Durant for 2. And the rebound taken in by Utah. Rubio into the front court. Lead is 2. Klay Thompson able to recover with the block. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw try off the mark. Passed it off. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Ingles, defended by Steph Curry. Great feed, sets it up. Second effort to Joe Ingles. Rubio matched up with Durant. Has a look. Shot by Rubio, no good. To Durant. Goes to the left side. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Joe Ingles snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. It's Jazz ball. Mitchell in a matchup with Boogie. Scores fires, and the foul. Rudy Gobert count the basket, and now a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Rudy Gobert trying to cash in on the three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Curry to Green. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Thompson. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Durant. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
To Favors. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is a new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Rubio. Surveys the floor to Rubio. And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots. Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by 7. From long range, He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Mitchell sizing up Cousins. And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was All-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Here's Rubio into the front court. The lead stands at 9. From the outside, no good. To Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. To Favors. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Derek Favors trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 66%. Off the mark at the line. KD with the rock. To Shaun Livingston. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Here's Curry with it up top. Margins 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Cook shot won't go. Mitchell with the basketball. Up 5. Favors. Mitchell can't connect. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Warriors have the basketball. Durant. Not done yet. To Curry. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, he had him there for a second. Baseline drive. Steph Curry. 2 for 2. That's what you want. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Mitchell with it up top. Leads 5. Has a look. Shot by Crowder, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch...
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Curry. Cleans it up. Curry to Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Jazz will take a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Utah's got it. Rubio looking for his man. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
To Durant. Rudy Gobert with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hey, box out.
Gobert can't connect.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you. And
Slams it home on the putback.
I don't know if it was so much the bounce or the vertical. I think it was more so the reach. That's what happens when you have a 7+ wingspan.
It's Steph Curry with the rock.
Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
It goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. The jumper's off the mark. Durant across the timeline. Down 6. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary. Grayson
Allen tosses. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Rudy Gobert trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And he missed the free throw. To Shaun Livingston. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Shaun Livingston at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. To Gobert. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rudy Gobert trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. To Rubio, trying to cash in, Ricky Rubio. Tough shooting, only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Jazz have the ball. Rubio takes aim at Steph Curry. Gobert gets a look, can't hit.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Substitution being made in this one. Thabo Sefolosha at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. To Curry. To the outside. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. For 3, he was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Doesn't get the bounce.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Off the assist.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Curry with the basketball. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. To Allen. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Look out. Freight train coming through.
Down low, Bell. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
It's Steph at the controls. Driving right to the basket. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rubio into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gets a shot up off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Has a chance. Rubio can't get... Oh, and a putback.
I harp on the fundamentals like boxing out at the youth level all the time. Got to be aware where the offensive player is.
There's the toss. Finish that.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Utah ball. Rubio. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Thabo Sefolosha trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Unable to connect on the free throw. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jordan Bell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen to Gobert. Works it. Fires the three. Offensive board to Rubio. Has a look. Shot by Rubio. No good. Livingston to bring it up. They find themselves down 10. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Rubio. From the outside, no good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Bell to Shaun Livingston. Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Rubio guarded by Livingston. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. To Joe Ingles. 4-3. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's Rubio up top. His team on top by 8. Around the perimeter. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Shaun Livingston. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Andre Iguodala has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Utah with the possession. Rubio, down low to Favors. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. In the slam.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Steve Kerr making some changes to his lineup. Mitchell matched up with Durant. To Rubio. Shot won't go. To Thompson. And the finish. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Kevin Durant tips it. Fires the three. He's got it for three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Golden State at the controls.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Thompson. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Donovan Mitchell, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Curry. Great pass to set it up.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Wide open look, won't go.
Ed, let's bring it back to the fundamentals here. You have to follow through on that, not a slingshot.
To Favors. From long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Cook to bring it into the front court. They're down 3. For 3, textbook defense. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And it's Curry who grabs the board. Warriors basketball. Thompson. Deep left corner to Curry. To Thompson. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mitchell with it up top. His team up by 1. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Thompson to Curry. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Here comes the screen. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Curry. Not easy.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Rubio into the front court. Down 3. DeMarcus Cousins pins it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Rubio. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Possession lies with Golden State. Favors, defended by Steph Curry. Green, pass to the rim. And buries the baseline J. Rudy Gobert rejects it. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Gobert. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Rudy Gobert trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's shooting 40% in this one. Off the mark on his free throw. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Here's Rubio into the front court. They trail by 1. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The follow won't go either. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 1. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Gobert. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. Durant. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. And that's a backcourt violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Curry. Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Favors. Mitchell against the former Cougar. Nothing going here on that drive. 3 seconds is the call. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And a backcourt violation. Mitchell. And it's Looney there to grab the rebound. To Thompson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Klay Thompson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. It's Jazz ball. Screen coming. To Joe Ingles. 4-3. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Joe Ingles with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Hits the free throw. It's Cook with the basketball. Down a point. For Durant, down low. And a throwdown.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Curry with the ball. To Durant. Curry. Thompson buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Curry to Thompson. Short jumper off the mark. Mitchell with it up top. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Kevin Durant has it. To Curry. Here comes the screen. 2-point shot for Curry. He's looking for that touch. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Time expires to end the first half. Jazz have the lead.
everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Jazz are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the Warriors are down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Rebounds.
While there isn't a stat for effort, you can certainly use offensive rebounds as part of the formula. These squads have been attacking the offensive glass and keeping possessions alive.
Player of the half.
Gobert has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His group now down 2. Gets it in the left corner. Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Cousins. Oh, he had it. Ingles, tough matchup against Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Curry has it. To the rim. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Fires the 3. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good. To Curry. Nice pass to set things up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Rubio in a matchup with Boogie. To Gobert. That's no good. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Joe Ingles. Free throw, good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Throws it up. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together.
And a putback slam.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame.
Curry. Ooh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Mitchell, defended by Thompson. To Joe Ingles. Not that time. Curry into the front court. His guys down three. To Green. Sets him up. Flushes down the slam.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Lobs it up. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ricky Rubio. It's Curry controlling the offense. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Oh, that's how it's done.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Curry to Thompson. Screen coming. From long range. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Rubio matched up with the two-time MVP. knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Cousins, no good. Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Rubio. Draymond Green, huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Looking for his man. Curry into the front court. Leads 3. To Durant. Green. Not going down here. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense.
Defense, let's go.
Has a chance. And scores.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
To Curry. Down low, Boogie. Won't go. Rubio into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Not that time. Curry to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. And splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
And scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Thompson. For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down just a couple. Steph Curry sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Can't connect. Rudy Gobert sizing up Draymond Green. Knocked loose. To Rubio. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Curry. Deep left corner. Rudy Gobert swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Livingston across the timeline. Our score all even in this third quarter. With the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Livingston to bring it up. Tie game, third quarter. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. To Gobert. Has a look. Gobert comes up empty. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Mitchell's shot comes up empty. To Thompson. Trying to cash in. Shot by Thompson, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Thompson to Green. Right time, right player. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Green. Here's Durant for 2. Step back jumper.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Tosses. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Green. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Allen. Has a chance, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Durant. Message received. Well defended. And a nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Durant across the timeline. His group now down 2. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jay Crowder. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Livingston across the timeline. Down 2. Derek Favors able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Mitchell's shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Goes to the left side. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Utah's got it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he misses that one free throw. Livingston to bring it up. His guys now trailing by a point. Mitchell. Tough shot. Well defended. Short jumper off the mark. Draymond Green snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
That ends the third quarter. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Curry with it up top. His guys down 3. Not that time. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
It's Steph at the controls. Mitchell with the basketball. Up 5. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good by Mitchell. A 3-point play, and the Jazz extend the lead. Curry with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that three. Curry with the ball.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Mitchell with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. To Gobert. 3-second count. New blood coming in for both sides. Durant. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Jazz have the ball. Rubio sizing up Draymond Green. Durant. Thompson. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Curry into the front court. They're down 3. And he connects at the line. Here's a chance from long range. Gobert with the rebound. To Gobert. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Curry into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Derek Favors with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Curry to bring it up. The deficit now up to 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Green. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Draymond Green trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. Converts on the three-point play, and the margin is down to 2. Utah ball. Rubio here against Steph. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Mitchell with the basketball. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Thompson to Durant. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Has a look. And he scores on the step back.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Mitchell, defended by Draymond Green. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. To Green. To Curry. Couple of cracks at the line now.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Here's Rubio up top. All even here in the fourth. Curry has it. Sizing up the defense. Deep left corner. The drive right to the basket. From the outside, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Rubio matched up with Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Joe Ingles at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And add one more to his total. It's Golden State basketball. Here comes the screen. Curry. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The follow won't go either. To Durant. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Kevin Durant, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Rubio into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Fires the three at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Curry buries it. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His group now down. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Time to shuffle things up. Kevin Durant with the rock. Deep two there, won't go. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense to Joe Ingles. Scores from the post.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a chance. Shot for Mitchell won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Kevin Durant lets it go to Curry. Lets it fly from long range, and Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Warriors come up with it. And look out.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Rubio here against Steph. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Warriors have the basketball. KD for two. Not today.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Another shot won't go either. Here's Curry with it up top. Leads just a point. Nice pass to get things going.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Ingles against KD. From long range, Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Nice pass to set things up. Gets it at the top of the key. Draymond Green pins it for three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Gobert. Beyond the arc for three. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Curry controlling the offense. There's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious. Everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Curry with the basketball. Leads one. Fires the three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Top of the key. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Rubio. And Durant able to clear the rebound. That misses with a second to go. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one by 4. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors did what great teams do best: finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Jazz just couldn't close this one out. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.